Hi everyone, welcome to the review of Newcastle United 1, Royal Antwerp 1 in southeast Spain, where the lads have just played 45 minutes. We're going to be looking at the three lineups in each section of each half. We're not going to talk about all the chances because there is a few. We'll hear from Rafa Benitez very shortly behind the scenes as well after the game, what he thought of the run out. And we'll obviously want to know what you lot think in your comments down there below. Now let's get on with the first lineup. So this is what Rafa Benitez started with. It was Dubravka in goal, then it was Manquillo at right back. The two centre-backs were Mbemba and Lejeune. Haidara was at left-back. Shelvey Marino was at the two centre midfielders. Richie was playing on the right, but he did alternate with Christian Atsu at times during the game as well. So Atsu started in the 10, but Richie moved to the 10 later on. Murphy on the left, Joselu up top. The first 45 minutes, remember this is three 45-minute periods of each game, so there's three of them. The first 45 minutes, Newcastle come out the blocks flying. They were dominating the possession, had several chances. I remember Shelvey hitting one. I remember Matt Ritchie going close before his goal. And just talking of the goal, the way he took that down, man, it's just mint. You know, and credit to Chance Mbemba. Chance Mbemba, you know, he plays in midfield for the Democratic Republic of Congo, so he has a bit of ability on the ball, and he spots Richie spinning off his man. Mbemba plays the long ball. Richie's through on goal, brings it down, and then chips the goalkeeper. Unreal finish. If that was on a match of the day on the Premier League, that'll be up for goal of the month. That was an absolutely fantastic piece of skill, you know. And just after that, Christian Atsu shoots just wide. And 45 minutes in, first break, Newcastle dominated, thinking 1-0 up. This is pretty comfortable, this. Rafa made the changes, so let's now take a look at the new lineup, which Rafa went for. So it was Dubravka in goal, then it was Manquillo, but Lascelles and Clark come in for Mbemba and Lejeune. Haidara, Shelvey was then taken off for Hayden, and then it was Marino, Richie, Atsu, Murphy and Joselu. So that was the second lineup going in for the next 45 minutes. You know, Newcastle started off that second half pretty well again. Richie having a long shot, which the goalkeeper done fantastically well to save. You know, Richie had a free kick which was curled in. Marino had a header which was palmed wide, but the game kind of died off after that. The last 35 minutes, Antwerp were making substitutions. Rafa, of course, didn't, and the game was just dying off. Antwerp, to be fair, were pretty damn poor, really poor in that first 90-minute period. I'm like, God, are these really? You can see why they've only won 1 in 10 games, and they were pretty poor. I know they're not Premier League standard, of course not. You know, and after 90 minutes, going into that final third, because we had another 45 minutes to do, Rafa literally changed a lot of the side. So I'll run you through the lineup now. So it was Harker in goal, and then it was DeAndre Yedlin at right back, and then you kept Lascelles and Clark as the two centre backs. Paul Dummett came in at left back, and then on the right you had Victor Fernandez. Mo Diame came in, and he was alongside Isaac Hayden, and then on the left you had Kennedy, and then in the 10 you had Ayoze Perez, and then you had Dwight Gale up top. Now the final 45 minutes, Antwerp scored straight away, and it was really disappointing. It was literally 25 seconds into that final third. I think Nathan Harker, for me, I know I'm picking on him, and it's his first game, and he's come from the under-23s. By the way, people are asking about Carl Darlow. He had a knock, that's why he didn't play in this game. But for me, he's got to get down quicker and save that. And I think if that was the Dubravka goal, he saves that, and it trickles at the bottom corner. Antwerp go 1-0 up, and I'm like, well, not 1-1, it was 1-1, sorry. And I was like, they didn't deserve this. But then again, if you don't take your chances, you will not win games, and Newcastle were guilty of this as well. You know, we had several of shots. You know, you've seen Dwight Gale 1-1 just a few minutes later. He should have scored. It was 1-1, goalkeeper save. For me, that's got to go in the back of the net. You see Mo Diame nicked the ball off the midfielder, burst a good forward, bent one top corner, goalkeeper flings one, tips it over the bar. You seen Perez shoot from distance, just trickled wide, and the game was coming towards the end. But I have to say, before the penalty, Yedlin and Fernandez link-up play was absolutely fantastic. Everybody knows I bang on about Victor Fernandez in the under-23. He predominantly plays on the left, but he was playing on the right, and his link-up play, we literally had two right wingers, because Yedlin was not a right back. He was playing as a right winger, and he had Fernandez there as well, and all the play in that final 45 minutes was coming down our right flank, and Kennedy suffered a little bit because of that. We didn't see enough of Kennedy on that ball, but great for Victor Fernandez. That'll impress Rafa Benitez, and I want him to go far. I've always said he will be a star in the future, and I'm putting my neck on the line, and I'm still saying that. But could just coming away from that, you know, we got the penalty. Perez is had his shirt tucked and he's brought down, and Gale steps up and thinking, great, this is a great time to the final 10 minutes to go on and win this game. He has the penalty saved, which is disappointing. Newcastle go on and draw the game 1-1. Of course, the result is disappointing. The result is not the big thing here. It is the players' fitness. So we're seeing several players get 45 minutes and 90 minutes under the belt as well, which is really good. That'll help the squad and keep other players, like the backup players, fresh. Again, but overall, good experience for the lads. Good to get away, new environment. You know, they had 4 days in Spain. Yes, they should have won that game, but we'll take that aside. It's more about fitness for them. On the negative, disappointing not to see Islam Slimani get any minutes. He was not risked because of his injury, but it astounds me that he's been called up for the Algerian squad. Absolutely balmy. Let's hear from Rafa Benitez what he made of the game.
I think there is the belief and the confidence within this group that you can stay up this season now.
Yeah, we know that it will be tough, but we have to keep working as every training session to be fair, and then we'll have more chances.
Right, okay, let's have a quick look at the Premier League table before we wrap up. As I've touched upon earlier on in the video, results have went our way, and you have to say it looks pretty comfortable for Newcastle with that extra game in hand. Now, I know it's Spurs, that game in hand. I know that's difficult, but, you know, we could nick something from Spurs, and maybe that might save us in the Premier League later on the season, but we might suffer defeat at Wembley and it might not even bother us, you know. But overall, that the results have definitely went Newcastle's way, and personally I'm actually delighted to see that go the way. And how many chances, how many lives the Cats have. Newcastle have had several results go this way. Now when we come back to Premier League duty, if we're going to win Huddersfield, you know, practically almost, I think a couple more points will probably keep us up if we win Huddersfield. Let us know what you think of the friendly. Did you watch it? Let us know what you think of the performances, how the 3 periods, 45, 45, 45. Any players that stood out for you? Matt Ritchie for me is man of the match. Outstanding. Absolutely brilliant it was. Let us know. Cheers. See you later. Bye.